content has sort of the analytics into the type of content that the audience is consuming is helping you drive your engagement much more, right? So speaking of which, does the Quint sort of use, AI, ML is sort of the other buzzwords out there. Certain aspects of, like recommendations to the audience in order to increase engagement or user session time, etc. Sort of more adopted probably, let's say in the US and such. Are we also looking at that kind of an adoption at our end? Do you guys have any sort of integrations that help you drive user engagement through recommendations or personalization?
We have a recommendation engine which studies user behavior on the side, and therefore, either within the article, you'll see these also reads, and at the bottom of the articles, there will be something called more reads or more news. So also reads are put in by reporters and editors, by the editorial team, what we think anybody consuming that piece of content would do. So that basically there's a mix of serendipity and machine learning, whereas the more news is recommendations by a machine that has studied your behavior and is therefore recommending more content basis your behavior. Now that's a logic that we have experimented with. If I come in for a sports story, do I only want to consume more sports stories, or should the recommendation engine recommend just more sports stories? We feel perhaps not. We feel we should be able to look, the better learning will be if initially the machine offers slight diverse but like-minded content, maybe from the entertainment section or from our citizen journalist section, and then see how, and then let the machine learn from that, rather than pre-program the learning too much.
Right. Okay, interesting. And what kind of analytics? So this engine you integrate, does that offer you data on how well the recommendations are doing? And are you looking for specific metrics there?
Yeah, we are looking for, we're hoping to increase pages per session with that.
Okay.
So we track two metrics. We track, which we get from the tool itself, on how many page views were there on the recommendations. But what we look at for the broader trends is pages per session from Quint. And on Chartbeat, you get to see immediately where the internal circulation was. So Chartbeat on every article tells you where they went from where. You can go in and check. But that gives it to you real time. Whereas GA gives it to you sort of for the day and gives you the sort of broader numbers. So yeah, so we do a mix of the metrics that the tool itself is offering and the other metrics that we have, like Chartbeat and